All right, Meow. Lord willing, everyone has been having as good of a Wednesday as they can. Preferably a better Wednesday than I've been having. I did not sleep well, and it's definitely been a bit of a shit show. I'm still under the weather, so obviously that doesn't help, but we're not getting worse, so that's a good thing. We are going to be taking on Anahita and Leviathan. It's a boss over in the ocean all the way on the left. We need to do that because that will allow me to grab Scoria ore, which is an ore, I think, in the third layer of the ocean on the right. And I've been putting off Anahita and Leviathan for a while. It's two bosses. You get one down to 40%, you get the other to 40%, then you have to kill both. It isn't easy. You can technically do it pre-Plantera. I'm hoping. I'm overestimating how difficult it is because I'm already post-Golem and I still haven't fought her. There's a few other we need to do. I would like to get past Moonlord by the end of next week. I think I can, but I'm definitely putting it off in my head because I know it's going to take a bit of work, whether I want to do minecart tracks with booster or just do like infinite flight. Part of me wants to do the minecart tracks because if I do that, I can get rid of my, what's it called? I can get rid of my various movement accessories since I'll be in the cart, and then I can just go all in on damage rather than needing like movement speed, boots, wings, etc., you know? We're gonna pop over to the Drunk Princess to grab some buffs. We're gonna grab one of the candle buffs that you can place, and I think we'll be okay. It may take a few tries. All right, let's see. So, all right. What? Pirates? In this economy? Ugh. Fine, I guess I'll just get rid of them. Hold on. There you go. Oh yeah, that's right, I have a thing for this. Ah, you're stupid. Yeah, I built this the other day specifically for this. After watching someone who had it. I don't have a weapon that can drop stuff on top, so this will have to suffice for now. I guess I can put my summon out and that will help. I wanted to jump right into the boss, but obviously I have an event. I will have to get out of here when the Dutchmen come out. That's the flying pirate ship. I can put a few things away while we're here, I think. I mean, I guess I can do it like that. It's not nothing. Where is this ship gonna spawn from? I mean, you don't technically have to kill the ship, so it's not a huge deal. I think the only good thing that drops from it is in master mode anyways, and they nerfed it, the black spot mount. Let me pull up something. That was a case I was watching earlier. He was convicted of, I think, intentional homicide, and he's realistically gonna be in prison for the rest of his life. The case is very grim and super intentional, so there's no way he wasn't, you know? All right, very good. Ah, there it was. Okay. Yoink! Mine now. All right, now we can go for, now we're gonna go for our whatnot. The, things I wanted to get. All right, Drunk Princess, that's gonna be our various buffs. So that's gonna realistically be probably this, because regeneration never hurts, especially since it's percent life. And then you can use 3 quote-unquote alcohol buffs. Anything more will give you the alcohol poisoning, so you use 3 and only 3. We will grab a bunch of milkshakes since they do bring boys to the yard. And it's a red tier buff, so it's going to be quite good. Alright, so yeah, we want some milkshake. We'll take like 30 of them or so. Not odd mushroom. It does give you like a big damage buff, and maybe it's worth it with the homing bullets, but I'm not sure. So I think I'll buy one, but I'm not going to use it yet. Let's see what else. So 3 things. I don't really care about the knockback. I think I would probably go... I want to be careful about things that will reduce my regen or recovery too much, because you can end up getting in hot water where you just don't have enough sustain. So I'm gonna go with Moonshine, because defense and damage reduction, and it barely ticks your life regen down. We're gonna buy like a good stack of a bunch of these since I have the money. Okay. Not bad, but 2 flat regen reduction a second. I don't think so. We're not really doing fire. Also a 10% defense debuff. We're not exactly a caster, you know. We don't have knockback. The crit's nice, but I think I can do without. Okay. Old fashioned, that's accessory. So if you're relying on accessories to do a bunch of damage, that would be good. Let's see. I mean, that's not bad, but I think I'd rather stick to my normal potions because it would overwrite. Floaty is kind of harder to control, so I'm not too sure I would actually want to do that one. Sickness. Probably, maybe. This actually might not be bad. I think the Blossom Flux technically pierces. No, 4% damage, crit. I think I will go this one, just because it doesn't have the floaty bit, so it won't be as hard to control. So we got some rum, we got some moonshine. Not fireball. Fabsol actually might not be bad. I need to be careful I'm not decreasing my defense by too much. Okay, vodka. You know what? I think I will do this one. Okay. Let's sell off a few things that I know I don't need. All right. So this will be like the first attempt. Let me make sure I have halfway decent accessories. That's, I mean, I feel like this is probably still fine because armor pen is always good. It's more the fact that armor pen comes out ahead even more on things that are rapid fire. So I'll probably end up going back and forth between Unreal and, well, between Mega Shark and Blossom Flux. We don't need those. I think the one we probably get rid of is going to be the Ankh Shield, because since it's 2 bosses later on, I'm going to probably want Charm Myths. Okay. Let's see. That's fine. All right. Let's put the candle down. Okay, we want to grab the where is it? I feel like I'm blind. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, that's where some of my spare iron is. Okay. Put those away for now. We are going to use this just to get down there. I just have to remember, I have to figure out where her spawn is, because I actually don't know at the moment. Also, I forgot I never actually plugged my stream, so let's do that real quick before the boss fight starts. All right, so let's see. Normally she does spawn relatively quickly off screen, because she loves to surprise you. All right, let's see if we can find her. Of course, now that I'm trying to spawn her, she will want to not show up rather than before. I think technically with a water candle you can make her minion, her like little NPC show up faster, but I don't know if I have a spare water candle on me. Oh, there's one right there. That's fine then. Okay. We got a sea urchin, but that's not what we need. Next time, I'm gonna make sure that the NPC is actually spawned, so I'm not wasting up time on my buffs. I mean, I have a bunch more, but it's kind of the principle, you know? Okay, there she is. So we need to get ready. Let's get rid of this because we're gonna go into this. All right, Anahita. We'll see how it goes. All right. So you bring her down to 40. Leviathan shows up. You gotta get him down to 40. Then you have to fight both at once. The notes do a bunch of damage. I'm pretty sure what's his face has a bunch of bleed as well. That did way more damage than I would have liked. The notes, they do way too much. All things considered. Where is she? Oh, okay. Oh, there's Leviathan. Ah, boulders. That is terrifying. This is not going well, objectively. He's such a big boy, too, you know? Yeah, once you see him start chucking boulders, you have to get under him. Or over him. I mean, he can still do that, though, so it's not great. Yeah, this is definitely as hard as I remember. And here I was worried it was going to be too easy, you know? Get me out of here. I didn't do anything. Not having to aim, it definitely helps. Though it does end up hitting trash mobs fairly often. Got stuck almost. If I can burst one of them down, then I only have to deal with the other. I have to be careful not to leave the ocean biome, otherwise they both become invincible. Until I come back. Oh, the notes are really hard to see at night. Okay, Anahita down. Good. Now we just gotta not die for the next 20 seconds, so my potion will be back up. Oh, he's very angry. Ad is about the proc. We'll finish the fight as soon as we come back from the ad break. And hopefully I don't die trying to come back to it. Alright, and we're about to be back. So, Anahita and Leviathan, that's the boss I'm currently on. Two bosses, you get one down to 40% HP, you get the other down to 40% HP, you fight both of them. They both have relatively hard-hitting attacks, and you need to be fast. I wanted to get rid of Anahita first because it will place like musical notes that do contact damage, and they're hard to see on a backdrop of it being dark. Leviathan is probably down to about 20k HP, but it shoots boulders from its mouth, and it has mobs that will do bleeding. It is definitely as hard as I remember. I was hoping, since I'm past Golem, which is after Plantera, which is the boss they recommend you to beat to even take on Anahita and Leviathan. So I have to hope I'm able to come back into the game and heal before I get like chunked to death, because then I have to restart the fight, of course. RJ, Yumi, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. You joined at inopportune times as the ad break just happened as soon as you both showed up. All right. Okay, that wasn't a bad recovery, but it definitely could have been better. Alright. And we went with the homing bullets so I can focus on evading more than anything else. Where did you go? Alright. Big contact damage. Not a fan. He's such a big boy. Oh, I almost died there. That would have been super awkward. All right, so Leviathan down. That means... Oh, that was Calamity, Taro. I was fighting Leviathan and Anahita. It's a double boss fight. We barely got it. It was as hard as I remembered. We can now go into the third level of the Abyss. Well, 3 out of 4 levels. And now I need to make gear so I can actually go through the whatnot. Taro, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm still under the weather, so that's not ideal. Okay, what did we realistically get? We got the trophy. We got... You'll like this, Taro. It's an Arpeggio magic weapon. You cast slow-moving treble clefs that confuse the enemy. So let's see what that looks like. I mean... I know the game audio is relatively soft, but I don't think my stream is soft. Oh, you do hate music stuff in games? I'm sorry. I don't know, I kind of like it. But yeah, you're a musician, so I understand that you would hate it. I'm glad it is hilarious, at least. Okay, so we got that. We also got the Green Tide. It's a melee weapon that summons teeth to chomp on your enemies. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's interesting. It's like cast on fangs or something, you know? Yeah, that's kind of cool. It also has like a gross gore sound. Let's look at some palace cats while we have people here. Truly, some of the Lord's finest creatures. This is... Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. They do it weird. Where if you try to like zoom in, it makes the website bigger, but it makes the image smaller. So this is Sarnai at Prospect Park Zoo. She got some nice little orange paws. She's got a little silly face. It's fall, you can tell by the leaves. Let's see what her lineage is, who she's related to and such. All right, so Sarnai is the daughter of Morty and Delai. She was born 2016. She's currently 8. Her siblings are Finn, Pomponier, and a unnamed daughter, possibly died because they didn't name her. Looking mad cute. Also, I don't know if you saw this, Taro, but I have another plush Palace cat. I named him L because he looks like the one Palace cat L, which is the wife of Minya. I think they live together in a zoo in Japan. You even got the beans. And then, let's see. And the toes. Yes. It's definitely cheaper quality, but it definitely feels like more of a Palace cat, you know? I did take a few pictures of it, so I can show that as well. Like, the fabric of it is not an amazing quality, and there's some defects that could be addressed, but it definitely captures the no-nonsense vibe of a Palace cat, right? Let me zoom out a bit. There we go. And I put him on the stump because that's where he likes to sit. I mean, I could probably do something like that, like, yeah. Like, they all have different vibes. So you have that one, absolutely no nonsense, having none of it. You then have the one I was using as my Ursats logo for a hot minute, who looks absolutely zonked out. And then obviously the Russian nesting doll one, which they all have different silly, and we love that for them. And then the smallest one has blue eyes because animals, when they're born, their eyes are blue. So we got past Anahita and Leviathan. It definitely was harder than I thought. We need to make gear to get through the sulfurous sea because the top layer of the ocean on the right is acid. Then as you go down, it gets worse. The lower you go down, the deeper it gets, which means more pressure. So I can only go so far before I have to get like a pressure suit, you know? Something like the Big Daddies in BioShock had. All right, so that's Anahita and Leviathan down. I'm not sure who Dolores Umbridge is. I'm gonna Google them. I definitely like having lots of different manual media. Let's see. Oh, Harry Potter character. Okay. What did she collect? Also, I like having these manual. Oh. Yeah, when I Googled her, common Google searches was why is she such a bitch or something, you know? But I was gonna say, growing up, if I expressed too much interest in something, I wasn't allowed to have it anymore. So in the Control V Discord channel, someone posted the orange book that was the diagrams and technical readouts of all the Star Wars stuff. It was deemed that Star Wars was bad and I liked it too much growing up, so Star Wars was in like banned from the house forever. So Dad's dead, and he can't stop me from having something I like. He can't stop me from playing Pokemon. If he knew I was playing Pokemon, he'd be rolling in his wheelchair-accessible grave. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you for filling me in on that, Taro. It's much appreciated. Have you been eating? Also, please make sure to stay hydrated. Very important, especially when one is sick. Okay, awesome. Love that for you. All right, so I may have to end up farming Anahita and Leviathan at a later date, but I'm probably gonna wait until I have better gear. We also got a rogue weapon. It throws a flask that summons... It basically seems like it's gonna summon depth charges, more or less. Okay. So we'll go back to our normal setup. Oh, it's down there. Okay. I also made this a hollow ocean because I think it looks nicer. You got some pink water. Also, where... Oh, there it is. Lamau. Oh, that is mildly funny. That's the water can... Well, no. That's a buff candle. It gives you a corresponding buff. That one is % health every second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything before we go back. Alright. We can also check to see if our chlorophyte farm, totally not a weed farm, has filled up. We don't need the pirate map. Okay, so it's getting there, but it's definitely not there yet. Okay. Let's see now. Leviathan Ambergris. I think that's needed for something, but it doesn't say it's material. So at the moment, it doesn't, like, overtly build into something. It's like a... Let me see if I can zoom in. I have to remember which one is going to be which. Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm already max zoomed. It's like a black hood with a blue, like, stripe around the cowl. Blue lining and accenting as well. I don't know if I look like Link, but it does look kind of cool. Oh, it's a summon. It's the mythical ice chunk, and it summons an ice clasper. So that's like, since I'm not a quote-unquote summoner, I just have a, more or less one of my weapon slots is a pet, and I summon it once, and until, like, I desummon it, we're good. Okay, let's put some of these things away, because I have to change my loadout to deal with the ocean. And by the ocean, I mean the sulfurous sea. Okay, quick stack. Don't need. I guess we'll put this, like, over here for now. I mean, no, you can absolutely build. Like, I built this whole base. Really, Taro? There's not that much exploring. All this black is unexplored. There's a fuck ton of exploring. And all these little things right here, these are teleporters to various biomes. There's a fuck ton of exploring. Also, I haven't even explored all of space. Yeah, there's a lot. Trust me. And then Calamity adds even more biomes. So, normally there's only Hell as the underworld. But then you have something called the Sulfurous Crag, which is like harder Hell. This is the Sulfurous Sea. And it has a final layer called the Abyss, which is literally like the Marianas Trench. So I'm going to be doing some exploring, and you're going to see a lot of exploring in this stream. All right, so I do need to grab some sand and some wood because I need to build my sulfurous armor. That will let me not, like, die as much to the acidic water. Okay. I mean, yeah, a lot of times I am going to be on the surface because the surface is less dangerous and I'm usually building things on the surface. The deeper you go, the worse it gets usually. Like, this all here is corrupted. Oh, that's why my guide keeps dying. He just decides to take a long walk off a short pier and drowns himself. Okay. I was wondering why that was always happening. Okay. I have to also hope I have enough acid wood. If I don't, I'm gonna have to go on my other character and get some. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough. All right, so we're gonna go back to base and see if we have more. I have to remember what chest we actually put it in. When I make a new world, I'll have smart storage built in. I mean, some of them are definitely lemmings, but most of the NPCs serve a unique purpose, so they're useful lemmings, you know? The guide is only really useful in the sense that you need him to be present, so when you sacrifice a guide voodoo doll, the wall of flesh shows up. If he's not present, you can't summon the wall of flesh. Oh, yeah, that too. I don't know why he's doing that, and honestly, he respawns relatively quickly, so it's fine. If he were like one of the more useful NPCs, like my nurse, I'd be really mad that she keeps killing herself in a video game, you know? I'm trying to eyeball it. Okay, now. Yeah, worst case, if I don't have a lot of, what's it called? Acid wood, I'll grab it from my other character, then we'll come back. I know this builds into something, but I don't remember what, so we'll have to check that shortly, too. Ah! Oops. I mean, yeah, maybe. Normally, when an NPC spawns, sometimes there will be an issue where basically it can't pass to where it needs to, so it just dies. Maybe that's what's happening. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the acid wood from John Terraria. Oh, I need to go back to my actual world. I'm, how you say, stupid. All right. I think I have better storage on this one, so it won't be as bad. Let's see. And then this is another world. I played this one a lot more, so you can see, like, I've explored a lot of the jungle. I've explored the ocean underground. I've explored corruption. I've explored the desert. I've explored Hoth. And I've explored the abyss. This is the abyss. This is like the first layer, and it goes all the way down. Okay. Okay. Actually, I might have some acid wood still left, but I'll check all the crates to make sure, so I'm not, like, taking more time grabbing stuff I don't need, you know? No. Oh, it might be in here. You know, we're just gonna grab the armor. That's more or less fine. We're not gonna grab the pressure suit because it takes a lot to build that, and I don't want to rob us of content. No. No. Alright, this will get me somewhat further, so we can just go with that. We can definitely put that away. It's only dragon fruit. It's not even that good. I've had dragon fruit in real life, and it comes off as bland compared to how cool it looks and how expensive it costs, you know? Alright. Oh yeah, also there's a saxophone, Taro. I know you said weapons that are music themed or cringe, but so I've only had the red dragon fruit, but I've looked up how to pick. Yes, you're absolutely right. It is like a subtle kiwi. So I think what the issue for me is the fact that it is subtle. It's not cheap, and it looks really neat. So I was hoping its taste would match like how vibrant it looks, you know? I don't know if this is Donna Lee, but that's what it's doing. Oh, it runs out of mana, that's why it stopped. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a mana weapon, so that's completely my fault. Dirty reads, music notes, and sulfuric bubbles, and the flavor text is Doot. I figured you'd like that. Also, we summoned a solar eclipse. Oops. In the solar eclipse, all the mobs are like monsters from movies. So you have like Pinhead, Frankenstein, the Fly, Mothra, etc. But since I was only here to grab loot, we're gonna go over to our other world. Also, we have an ad. We'll be back shortly. Okay. Wow. Okay. I know I have one. The question is where. And we're back. Don't mind me. I'm just looking for Flipper. Flipper. He's faster than lightning. I need Flipper to make some diving gear. It's a really convoluted chart, much like quite a few other good items in Terraria. The boots I use, there's like a flow chart, and I think there's probably like 20 different reagents in it to actually make it. No. I could be looking right at it, and I wouldn't see it. I don't know why my brain doesn't want a brain. Ah, there we go. Flipper. Okay. So that's diving gear. Diving gear plus jellyfish equals jellyfish diving gear. Jellyfish diving gear gets combined with ice skates to make Arctic jellyfish diving gear. It's a whole process. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so diving gear, jellyfish diving gear, Arctic diving gear. We need ice skates. I think I can make ice skates in this. It's like leather and iron. One of the things that Calamity does that I really like is there's a lot of items that you can only get from either like chests that spawn naturally in specific biomes, or like a rare mob has a low chance of dropping it. And Terraria Calamity makes it so you can craft a lot of those. So progression feels a lot smoother and less, oh, I need to spend 3 hours in one biome with a water candle trying to get like the right thing to spawn, you know? So we love that for us. All right, so leather and iron. I feel like you could definitely make a movie out of that. I know I have iron in here, so that's less of an issue. All right. Also, welcome back, everyone. So, I know I have leather. I just don't remember which box has most of it. No. Noob was not censored for me, so I'm not sure why you think it was censored. Ah, good, leather. Okay. I think it's, oh no, it's not workbench. Okay, good. Okay, so Arctic diving gear. Then I need Arctic diving gear because it builds into something else entirely. Let's see if we can go back. Yes, okay. So abyssal diving gear is Arctic diving gear, depth charm, depth scales, and luminil. I think... well, let me check. Alright. Okay, so we can find a depth charm. Depth cell is the abyss. It will naturally spawn. Okay. And then Luminil is the Abyss. Okay. So realistically, we're actually good to go into the Abyss now. And by the Abyss, not the final tier, because the final tier is anglerfish and giant squid, and they come with you if they grab you. So you try to teleport back to base, and then they become a land squid that doesn't die. It's not ideal. All right. Okay, we can make that work. Time to go back to the other character so we can actually have some exploring to satisfy you, Taro. All right, so Arctic diving gear. We need to hold on to the armor that we're wearing, because if I start dropping like my traveling gear for the biome specific stuff, it's gonna be a real short trip, you know? Keep that. I guess we'll eat the dragon fruit since I do need a buff to be active. So, Taro, have you been up to anything this week? Anything fun going on? Anything to look forward to up ahead? Okay, so we have the warding Magi Luminescence. We have the warding Aquatic Emblem, so we don't need those two. We will probably hold on to this one as well. We can definitely put away Mud for now. We're not going to be fighting a boss, so we can put that away as well. I might end up using this. We can definitely put this away for now. We don't need the sand. Consumables, put the milkshake away. Okay, so now we're gonna be off to do some exploring. Oh, also, if you like Plague Doctors, the Plague Reaper gear is basically that. You can kind of see the bird beak that it's got. And its set bonus is it makes you blind for a set amount of time, but you do a fuck ton of damage more. So the idea is use something with like homing that isn't gonna miss, and then you don't have to worry about the blindness debuff. Though when you're blind, you can't dodge. So obviously that's not amazing. All right, where did I not grab the helmet? I might be stupid. Okay, let's go back to base then. Turns out I am. There you go. All right, so we realistically want Arctic diving gear. We want I'm gonna hold on to that one for now. I do want some light. We can get rid of the shark tooth necklace, I think. We'll probably get rid of the Ankh shield, and then we'll go... Let's see. Probably the ocean crust. That way when I'm standing still, I gain air. All right, so time to go exploring. Oh, so that's what's happening. They're falling down here, and then they're being stupid. So let's see what we can do about that. And then as you can see, there's like a tiny meter right here. It's the acid poison debuff. Or, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I'm gonna have to like make it to a point that they can't like fall out of this. So let's see. There we go. That'll probably be fine. There we go. All right. Let's see what else. Nice. So now I'm a merman. Because it's merman. Also, what was that? That was... Down we go. Into the abyss. I want to see how much damage I'm going to take from this. That's way more than I would like. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to quickly traverse the sulfurous sea so we can get out of the area in which it gives me the damage over time. All right. All right. Ow. Yeah, the sulfurous sea, it only extends for so much. There's 4 layers, and only the top layer is the acid water, more or less. So once we get past that, we don't have to worry about taking periodic damage from it. I also like the glowing kelp. I think it's a nice touch. The abyss, well, once again, the music in Terraria slaps. So I like that. There you go. Acid vents or hydrochloric vent, whatever they're called, the hydrothermal vents. They do a lot of damage if you step on them. Eel. Oh, I see what happened. I ended up digging out of the biome. That's rather awkward. I need my potion to come off cooldown. Just a little bit longer. I think I do need the abyssal gravel, so we will hold on to that at least. All right. I'll probably end up cleaning up this tunnel later to make it more even. Right now I'm just trying to get to the part that all the kids want in their cereal, you know? AKA exploring. Yes, it's apparently pretty noisy. All right, so I see what happened. Instead of me digging into the ocean, I basically dug through a wall next to the ocean. So I actually missed a lot of exploring, but now you'll be able to see me do some exploring. We know that's what kids want in their cereal, you know? All right. There we go. So now we're in the ocean. And by the ocean, this is like the third layer, I think. The layer below us is pitch black, and the mobs are very spoopy. All right, I'm already zoomed in as far as I can. All right, so yeah, lava just dripping from magma beds, more or less. Big old oarfish below us. I don't want to hit it. Ah! He's angry. He's so mad. Why are you mad, bro? Also, fighting in the abyss like this is terrifying because I don't have amazing armor until I get a certain set later on, so it is not pleasant. I also have to make special torches so I can see down here. All right. Though we can technically loot them, so that's not too bad. Okay, I kind of need all of these, you know? All right, and we always get rid of the chest, that way I know it's not a mimic. All right. That's a viperfish. Definitely don't want to mess with that, given the opportunity. That was a sonar ping. Several of the predators will do sonar pings, and then they'll go get you. Okay. They also shoot lasers because they're laser fish. So we are 868 units of our Lord Deep. I don't know what the unit is, but it's definitely a lot. Oh, oarfish, okay. We can use our minion to do some scouting, but sometimes he'll accidentally hit one of the mini bosses, and then you basically are in for a bad time. We do need anechoic plating, and this is actually based in reality. Our submarines, aka the US Navy, they have special anechoic coating on the outside of the sub, which helps with noise reduction. The exact composition, of course, is classified, but it's really neat. Also, I do like the music in here. All right. Toxic minnow. They exploded in an acid cloud. Not ideal. I believe this is the scoria ore, but if you're standing on it directly, you will take burn damage. Oh yeah, and that's the abyssal gravel. That's the one that makes terrible fax machine noises. Oarfish. Can you not? I think I need a lot of scoria, so this is gonna take a bit. I also think scoria is technically loosely based off something, but I'm not sure. Usually ores in these games will be somewhat founded in reality. Then they'll just like make up stuff. Maybe scoria's like that. I will see you all in a bit. We are absolutely exploring the deep. All right. right, Meow, we do be back. We are still in the caverns. We can go further, and we absolutely will. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you everyone for being here, who's choosing to chat. I hope you're having a good week so far, and that your weekend will go well. All right, so further down, we got a oarfish down there. How much scoria do we have? Ah! I really hate when my minion just decides to attack mobs, so we're gonna despawn him actually. Scoria. Scoria, okay. So yeah, we definitely don't have nearly enough. We need to watch out that I'm not walking into lava that's just like falling from the sky. Okay. That was another sonar ping. You hate to hear that because it means there's a biggin somewhere near you. Oh no. No, 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 no. No. Okay, good. Another chest. We are running out of lanterns anyways. Battle potion are super useful. They basically are what if enemies spawned more often. Lesser luck, never a bad thing. Iron boot. This goes into the abyssal diving suit. I'm starting to run out of room, so I'm gonna get rid of purification powder. And then we can get rid of that as well. All right. Oh, nice. Even more scoria. You love to see it. We will probably have close enough. Will shortly, likely, have almost all the material we need to make the abyssal diving suit, which is, I think, the ultimate upgrade when it comes to a singular piece of gear that makes it easier to survive the depth and harshness of this environment. I'm trying to avoid making those unholy noises, Taro, if it can be helped. It definitely wasn't pleasing to my ear either. Let's see what I'm using scoria for realistically. So yeah, depth charm. All right. Oh, that's what the final upgrade is. Right, it's abyssal diving gear. Then abyssal diving gear goes into abyssal diving suit. but I don't have the ability to do Abyssal Diving Suit until I get Ancient Manipulator, which is a crafting station that drops from the Lunatic Cultist, which would normally be the thing that summons the Moon Kaiser, aka the final boss in Terraria. But Calamity adds like at least 12 more bosses after the Moon Kaiser. So that's going to be a good bit of fun. So also let's look at Scoria ore, because that's important. Okay. So Scoria, what are we building with this? Okay. All right. So Scoria makes Life Alloy, which blends Cryonic, Perennial, and Scoria. Scoria makes Hydrothermic Armor. It is... what does it do? It can give a Hellfire buff. It can spawn Chaos Flames, Chaos Flares. It's very much based around hydrothermic vents, volcanoes, etc. So that's really neat. Let's see. A sigil. All right. So we definitely are gonna need a decent amount of Scoria. So that's like fine. Let's continue building, or let's continue harvesting all the Scoria. It almost has like a spacey sound to the music here. I kind of like it. All right. Oh, no. Don't want to go down that far. Ah! Very spoopy. Oh yeah. Strange orb. It's like a ghost jellyfish. The only downside is it doesn't illuminate things that are quote unquote magic, aka like loot. So there's certainly a trade-off between Magic Lantern and the other one we're currently using. Get rid of that. I'm trying to figure out what I can afford to throw away. The loot goblin in me is screaming right now. There you go. That's better. All right, let's see. Nice, another battle potion. Those are useful when you need to farm events. Also, I love this. I just found a lionfish. It's a rogue weapon. So you throw the lionfish, it sticks to enemies, and it envenomates your enemy. The venom can stack. You can throw a bunch of lionfish at one target. Stealth strikes also spawn homing urchins. So that's a good bit of fun. I probably will mess with it at some point because I've never played around with being a rogue in this. Oh, my little piggy. That's fun. Okay, anything I can afford to throw away? We can always get another sky glaze. I like holding on to the bass statue for now. Oh, that's right. I'll just make it platinum problem solved. Okay, there we go. That makes up like some room. I really don't want to throw anything away, so that's not ideal. I don't know if the lionfish is rare, so I think I'll put it in the piggy bank. I can always farm more abyssal gravel if I feel like I really need it. Okay, There you go. Oh, that's right, I need to actually get rid of the chest so I don't get baited into thinking it's something. Oh, hello, Mr. Oarfish. Please don't see me. Ah! He did see me. Not pleased. 0 out of 10. Oh, come on, bro. Alright. Beep. Uh-oh. New biome music. We have crossed into a new layer. Oh yeah, that's a thing. I have to watch out for those. You can't even like really see it, which makes it even scarier. Also, giant squid. Not the squid I was worried about, but a really scary squid nonetheless. Okay, so let's deal with that so I don't accidentally get aggroed into it. No, the second I saw the giant squid, I freaked out because I thought it was the giant squid, the one with 130,000 HP that just teleports with you. So knowing it wasn't that one makes it less bad. Okay, I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this. There's a bunch of thermal vents over here, and I can't seem to get past them. So I think I'm just gonna have to dig to the left of them. Sorry for your ears. Okay. Careful. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we got another vent below us. Another oarfish. They just don't know when to quit. Okay. I thought that was just like one of the normal guys. It was a gulper eel, and then we died to lava. Feels bad. Thankfully, we had like nothing of significance on us, so we're fine. Oh, okay, that was unpleasant. But I think I have enough stuff to make some of the things we need now, so that's actually like okay. I was gonna teleport back anyways, you know? All right. Get up there, you. Also, I'm a werewolf. Rawr. Okay. What am I missing? So we have the diving gear. We have the anechoic tile. We have the depth charm. We have the depth cells, and we have luminil. So I think we have most of the stuff, but we're still missing something, because otherwise it would let me build it. All right. Depth cell, luminil. Oh, I'm short on luminil, so yeah, that's why. I mean, that's like fine, I guess. We'll go back and get more. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to see what else I can justify getting rid of. I'm also probably gonna need like a water chest box, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, Hadel's stew. I forgot that that's a thing. And we'll eat it again. Oh, the debuff, right. I'll wait until it's done then. We don't need to farm Golem anytime soon, so I can definitely get rid of the lizard power cells. We can get rid of this door. Let me eat. Okay, so we need all that. I am likely going to put this away for now. I don't think I can use the thing for the iron boot yet because I do need the ancient manipulator. Holding onto the rod of discord, we can put away these chest keys for now. Hold on to the depth cell. Hold on to the gill potion since we constantly seem to be finding them. Yoink. Hold on to the scoria because we are going to be wanting more of that. Okay. I think that's more reasonable, you know? Since we can't use torches underwater, I'm just gonna put my normal torches away. All right, let's head back to where we were, and we're gonna pretend we intentionally let ourselves get killed in a video game. Ah, spoopy. All right, back down we go into the sulfurous sea. I'm gonna try to get back to where we were so the extended drilling noises don't have to continue too much longer. Okay. That is not ideal. I dug too deep too quickly, and the pressure drop almost killed me. Oh boy, that's gonna be an issue. Yeah, we're gonna eel. Thank you. All right, back to where we were. Let's just nix the things I know we don't need. There we go. All right, let's see. All right, we just need to go to the left, and that will let us link up with the tunnel that we already built. That's kind of an issue, though. All right. Almost back to where we were. Totally didn't lose a bunch of time. All right. All that scoria has been harvested. Well, no, most of it has. Okay, good. Watch out for the sky lava. Ah, good, more torches. Oh, nice, we got the archer fish. It converts musket balls into water. It does extra damage to mobs at point blank. I believe archer fish combines with mega shark to make an even better shark gun. So that is very pog. That is a W, some might even say. All right. Excuse me. Also, I totally forgot. For some reason I took all my Arctic diving gear. I think it's because I was gonna be making something, and then it turns out I didn't have what I needed to make it. So that's a sell on my part. We also have an ad break coming up in about 30 seconds. Grab some water, do some stretching, take a break if you need to. I will be continuing to dive my way down into the abyss and do all the things that need to be done. And thank you everyone for being here, whether you lurk, whether you chat. I greatly appreciate your presence here, keeping me company every week. See you all shortly. Taro, if you're still here, thank you for the lurk. Before we get back into Terraria, we're going to look at a few more palace cats. Truly one of God's finest creatures. Welcome back, everyone. Sadly, there's only so many palace cat videos, especially on YouTube. Let's see which one we want to go with today. Well, I'm gonna grab some water while I think about it. All right, so let's see. Palace cats. What do we want to do? I'm not sure what this is. I've seen Amazing Planet before, I think.
Hey everyone, welcome back to channel Amazing Planet. Today we're diving into the wild world of an animal that's been dubbed one of the grumpiest looking creatures on the planet, the palace cat. These small, mysterious cats are incredibly unique, and their appearance alone is worth a closer look. So, let's learn about this adorable, fierce little predator. The wild cat mammal
Yeah, we can watch a little bit of this.
owes his discovery to the German scientist naturalist Peter Pallas. After his name,
Well, don't let anyone say Germans don't come up with cool things. Thanks to Simon Pallas, we have the palace cat.
he got his scientific name. The naturalist discovered and described the species in 1776 during the study of the Caspian steppe.
Oh, 1776? Coincidence? I don't think so.
This predator of the cat family belongs to one of the oldest animals on the planet, which has hardly been affected by evolutionary changes.
And that's 100% Polly. She's got the beans. She's got the nose. Absolutely adorable. Big fan. Love to see it.
And Manel is the Mongolian name of this animal, rooted in Russian. Manel is an inhabitant of sunny, dry, treeless regions.
Yeah, it looks like they just took a bunch of video clips, slapped them together from various sources, as I recognize a fair amount of them, and then did a script.
Regions of Central Asia lives in the altitude range from 450 to 5,000 in.
That one's kind of new. Like, I don't think I've seen this before. Tiny little monol right here.
Above sea level. The entire vast range of the species occupies the vast, most severe...
Oh, the vastness, you say? Go on. This feels like it was written by ChatGPT.
...territory of Asia, with an annual temperature difference of about 110 degrees. Manulu and frost and heat and lack of water are not terrible. From Transcaucasia in the west to the Greater Shingan in the east and the Himalayas in the south. Several languages of the northern part of the range enter Russia within the steppe zone of Altai and Tuva. It lives in Mongolia and China, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan.
So basically Russia, China, India, and the stands. It's a large range.
In the Transbaikal territory, the mammal occupies a significant part of the steppe habitats, but in the northeast, due to the snowfall, not all steppes are accessible to it.
Oh, mom palace cat with Babby. Super, super adorable. Love it.
It has been established that the boundary of the distribution of the species passes along the long-term average line with a maximum snow depth of up to 17 centimeters. Meownwell does not like deep snow, and why you ask? Lynx cat and snow is nothing to her. Everything is simple here. The paws of the Meownwell, unlike the lynx, are short, and there is no endurance for long-range raids. It did not evolve in this direction. In loose snow, you have to drag your paws, and in dense snow, many of the rodents are inaccessible since they feed in snow passages.
Yeah, super low to the ground, ambush predator, not trying to trek or traipse through the snow, you know?
And almost never appear on the surface. Meownwell is not able to live permanently at a greater depth of snow. It is interesting how global warming will affect the Meownwell near these northeastern limits of its range. If it adds snow, then the Meownwell will retreat to the south. If it decreases, it will spread, following the onset of the steppes, to the north. Meownwell avoids forests and dense bushes, where it is only a passage during migrations and resettlement. He also...
Yeah, I'm not overly fond of this one, so we'll pick a different one, and then we'll go back to Terraria. Something about the cadence was also off. Really short one, but young palace kitten learning to put its paws on its tail. Always adorable. This is from Monolization. They're the people behind Monolization. I love that it's trying to learn how to do it. Super adorable. It's like, oh, maybe one paw. Oh, maybe both. Oh no. Very cute. Big fan. 10 out of 10. Love to see it, truly. And this is once again brought to you by Monolization. This was taken 2 years ago in September. All right, back to Terraria. Okay, we can throw that away. Beep. No laserfish today. Oh, come on, Mr. Oarfish, get me out of here. 2 of them. Oh no, it's a double event. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start killing them all on sight. Like, I don't want to, but they all just keep attacking me. So, you know, it's like self-defense. And I don't really care about fish law, so we're okay. Oh, torrential tear. This summons the acid rain event. Okay, that's good to have, since otherwise you just have to wait for it to happen. Yoink, yoink. Ink bomb, it is a material, so it definitely does build into something. So we'll want to hold on to that. Damn it. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna want to drop down to grab all that loot once it's safe. I had to make sure it was only an oarfish and not a gulper eel. Gulper eel has at least 40k HP. Is that a Warhammer reference? Probably. All right. Okay, I do technically have enough now, so that's like okay. Okay, more scoria. You love to see it. Gotta watch out for the lava over there. Okay. I want to see if it always falls in the same few places, because if so, then this is relatively safe where I am. Okay. There's also a vent down and to the right, so I want to be careful of that. No, it seems to fall wherever it wants. Okay. Also, chaotic puffer. That sounds very spoopy. Do not want. I am curious. Will sticky dynamite... Will dynamite work down here? Let's find out. I don't think I've ever bothered. It does not. So now we know. All right. Get away from me, Mr. Fish. I don't want what you're selling. Alright, we might have a safe... Nope, I lied. Just as I said we might have a safe spot, we did not. So, alright. We're slowly making our way down. And yeah, right below me, down into the right where my mouse is hovering, colossal squid, 130,000 in HP. If you aggro it, it will grab onto you and it won't let go. And I am in no position to fight it. So this is not a good place to be. There can also only be one colossal squid spawned at any one time. So I know it's here. Let's try going to the right and hope it doesn't follow us. Very scary. I can see F-all. Okay, we got the vents over here, so I don't want to go over there exactly. Got an oarfish, thankfully not a gulper eel, so that's not as bad. There's the gulper eel, and it's 48,000 HP, even worse. I'm just gonna teleport back. Gulper eel, it's a little too much tuna for my liking, you know? Trying to see how we're gonna do this. We'll put the chest over here. Alright, diving. Okay. We want to hold on to a few of the things because we are going to make the better suit. Let me see if I have the stuff to make the better minigun. I know I have the archer fish. All right, so archer fish, void stone, mega shark, depth cell equals megalodon. So we are getting there. You'll love to see it, truly. Also, oopsie doopsies, wrong button. Oh, and the pirate's standing in the way of my loot. That makes it a little awkward. Alright. Alright, Mega Shark, you're about to get an upgrade into the Mega Shark. Into the Megalodon, some might even say. Just in time for our president's inauguration. And the Megalodon goes between bullets and water jets. Water jets consume no ammo. And they all do more damage at point blank range. We do have to craft that. I think it's Unreal is still gonna be the best one. Okay. Yep. Very good. And then it was Arctic Jellyfish plus all the good shit. That's the Abyssal Diving Gear. But we don't have the stuff for suit, so we'll be holding on to that for a minute. All right. Let's make some more scoria bars while we're in here. We can definitely make some stuff. Let's see. Okay. I do like that. Seismic ham pick. It doubles as a pickaxe and a hammer. And realistically... And we already have the axe. So yeah, we can do the ham pick here. And we'll be okay. Let me also double check Acts of Purity because I know it does build into something. I need to make sure what it builds into is not going to lose too much functionality, you know? Inferna Cutter. Okay. I don't hate that. So yeah, we're absolutely going to grab that. That's Soul of Fright and Essence of Havoc. So we can absolutely make that. Now that we have access to the Clentimator / Terraformer, think of it as a flamethrower that changes biomes based on your solution. So if you're in Corruption and you have a blue solution loaded, you'll turn that biome into Hallowed because Hallowed corresponds to blue solution. So it's Essence of Havoc and Souls of Fright. Okay. Let's grab a few of those. Okay, Essence of Havoc. Very good. Now I just have to remember which one has Souls of Fright. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be doing some short upgrading before we go back to exploration. And yep, handpick, that'll be our upgrade over the pick saw. Ankh Shield did build into something. I just have to remember what it did. I think it was the Asgardian thing of Valor or whatever. Oh, okay. Core Calamity, that's Cryo and Crystal. So we can make that. That's interesting. I do need to make Hellstorm because it does build into something else. So I absolutely want to grab that. Okay, let's go back to diving and put away some of the things we know we're not going to need right meow. Also, you hear that, Taro? There's an owl in the background. Of course, now that I said it. Oh, there it goes. Nice. Ad break, we'll be back shortly. Yes, owl. Let me see if they're on top of the base. Sometimes they'll just sit on buildings really casually. Well, there's a cardinal. Sadly, didn't see any owls. Which means they're around here somewhere. Okay. Breb. All right, we do be back. We are working on upgrading our shield. It gives a bunch of immunities, but we can make it even better. So that's gonna happen. All right, so that's... At the very least, we'll remove the diving gear for now. All right, so it was cryo and crystal. I think all that is still gonna be up here. At least the cryo, unless I used it all. Then if I did, silly me. I may have used it all. Okay. Okay, there's some crystal shards, so that's good. Now we just need to find the cryo bars. They're probably blue raspberry flavored. Don't at me. Ah, nice. Got some engagement. You'll love to see it. I hope you're enjoying the lurk, Taro. And I appreciate you being here. Also, Taro, since you are here, for channel point redeems, would an owl one be of interest to you? Like, talk about an owl, have me look at an owl, have me watch an owl video. I already have one for the cats that aren't palace cats. Okay, yeah, ornate shield, that's the one that you combine. Then we need core of calamity. I mean, here's the thing, Taro. I want input from people who are here, you know? Oh, okay. Enjoy your nap time, and I hope it's fruitful for you. I appreciate you stopping by, and take care. Okay, so ornate shield, and then it was essence of calamity, which is 3 cores of sunlight, cores of illume. So that's going to be sunlight, illume, havoc. Yeah, it's going to take a bit. So I need at least 3 ashes of calamity, which I do think I have. Like, that's not a huge issue. Put that there for now. Put the handpick over there. Put the scoria here for meow. Same thing with the luminil and the pyromantle in case I actually do need the pyromantle for something. Okay, so it's the various essence, which is fine. If I don't have enough ashes of calamity, I will have to fight Calamitous Clone again. That's the boss that drops them. Okay, let's see. These can be used in the dark. And by the dark, I mean the ocean. I think they can. No. Huh. That's a lot of bee stuff. I didn't think I had that much. Alright, so essence of sunlight, essence of havoc, essence of Aleum, I think. We need the ectoplasm 100% because that's what you used to make like an upgraded version of it. Okay. Get up there, you. Okay. So that's... What crafting station is that, though? That is... Okay. Oh, Ashes of Calamity is the one we're missing. If I don't have enough, that will be annoying, because Calamitous Clone is rather difficult. No. Oh, excuse me. Might be in the piggy bank. It is not in the piggy bank. Okay. That's Boner Ash rather than what I thought it was. Boner? I hardly knew her. Oh, I see. They'll say they can go in water if they are those ones, so that's an oopsie doopsies on my part. I keep thinking the Calamitous Ashes are the Bone Ash, so it's definitely an oopsie doopsies on my part. I mean, it is also possible that I used all of it earlier when I had to make a few items, but I want to be thorough given the opportunity. That's like the 4th separate stack, so we're gonna actually clean that up. See, I really thought it would have been in this one. So yeah, it's looking like we do need to fight the Calamitous Clone, so that means more content, because boss fights. Alright. Oh boy. Mamma mia. It's gonna be spoopy. Yeah, I think I just legit used all of it. Okay. All right then. So I guess I'll make the ones that I can, and then we'll farm up what's her face. Sadly, we can only fight her during night, so I'll skip forward in time because I'm extremely powerful. Okay. Okay, so that. All right. Yeah, it has to be 9 of each. So let's just make sure we have all those. And then we need 3 Ashes of Calamity. Let's put the diving gear back in here because we have to fight a boss above ground. That being said, I've killed multiple bosses since Calamitous Clone, so it probably won't be that bad. I just remember it being quite difficult. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, Sporbs. Alright, let's see if, let's rip this up and see if we can do it. I mean, we have to make it be, nighttime, but you know what I mean. Alright. And I'm not even sure if it has a different loot table at night. Some mobs in the, well, some bosses in the time of day that they enrage will have, unique or exclusive drops at that because it's a harder fight. I'm not sure if Calamitous Clone is one of those. Alright, so nighttime, that's fine. This is gonna be rough, but we'll probably be fine. Okay, we have our ammo. Alright, where are you? It has a bullet hell phase like twice, so I gotta not get hit during those ones. Okay, bullet hell, that's the first one. Beep. Ugh, no thank you. Alright. I also like the popping bubbles. I think it's a nice touch. Alright. Oh yeah, this part, right. No shame. Healing, very important, also expensive. I think the next invuln is about to happen. Yep. No. Where are you? So yeah, that's definitely harder than I wanted it to be, but I think we don't need to do it again for a minute, so that's a W, if you know what I'm saying. So, oh yes, back to what we're gonna make. So yeah, we need 3 cores of Calamity. That lets us make the Asgard's Valor, which it more or less does what the other thing did, but it's a better version of it. So we love that for us. I also need to reforge it. I need to reforge my tools while I'm here anyway, so it's basically fine. So, let's see. Legendary, that's fine. Legendary, that's also fine. Unreal is fine. Unreal, that's fine as well. Ow, my back. And then we go warding because flat defense and % damage reduction is quite nice. Okay, so all right. We're gonna continue looking at Scoria because that's the newest, well, that's the highest tier ore we are able to farm. So I want to see what else we can do with that. Also, what the heck is this? Oh, it's post Moon Lord, so never mind. Okay. Do I have access to? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, okay. So there is something we can grab. It would be, I need 2 more cores of Calamity. So we can make the Deadshot Brooch that gives a buff to ranged again. No, we definitely don't have access to that. That's fine. Okay, so 2 core Calamity and 1 Ranger Emblem. Okay. Let's see. I am gonna need to farm more Ecto, mainly because I'm almost out. Which means the dungeon. Now I just need to find my spare Ranger Emblem. I know I have a second one, I just don't remember where exactly. We can put that away for now. That goes in the diving box. Alright. Oh yeah, and Animosity, it doesn't build into anything, despite it being a shotgun. That is pretty neat, so we'll be throwing that away. Okay, Ranger Emblem, where are you? If I find Shimmer, we can make it into a ranger emblem, but I haven't found shimmer in this world. Shimmer is a substance that lets you turn various items into other items. Otherwise, I'd have to fight Wall of Flesh a bunch to get a second ranger emblem, which is also doable. Let's put our normal torches back since we're not going in the water for a minute. So we don't have another ranger emblem. So that means we get to go kill the Wall of Flesh a bunch, which is technically fine. Let's throw away some of the things I know I'm not going to need at the moment, and we'll get back into it, as it were. There we go. Very nice little trophy. I can get more spider fangs if I need them. Solar eclipse, not what I want to see. I swear, just as I'm about to make something, it's like, oh yeah, this is happening. So let's get rid of this real quick. There you go. Solar eclipse over. Time machine, you gotta love it. Time machines are extremely powerful. Okay, so nix that. Same thing there. Same thing there. Alright. Yeah, the sad thing is there's nothing good that I need that comes from the solar eclipse event anymore. So we basically just skip past it every single time. Alright, we're gonna pop down to the old underworld, as it were. And we're gonna go wanna fight the Wall of Flesh a bunch. And I'm gonna use Havoc's Breath because it's a flamethrower, and it's extremely powerful. Alright. And Demon Conch, because Demon Conch takes us down to the underworld. We have an ad break in about a minute. And by a minute, in like 2 seconds, I will see you all shortly. right, Meow. We do be back. So we need to kill the wall of flesh a bunch. Then we'll have a second ranger emblem. I already used my first ranger emblem to make a item. That's why I need my second one. All right, so let's go. There we go. Sorry, Mr. Dude Bro, but we'll probably be fine because this is a really good flamethrower. And we already have the wall of flesh platform, so it's gonna be Gucci. Oh, that's awkward. It's gonna get in the way of my chlorophyte, so we'll have to do something about that. Oh, that's neat. Hellfire. Oh, the meow thrower. Nice. I needed that for something earlier, and I wasn't about to farm the wall of flesh a bunch, you know? Alright. Warrior emblem, so we gotta keep going. Like, that's fine. It's just not ideal, you know? Alright. And I mean, I do miss the right click, but going like this and just chucking hellfire at everything is kind of neat. Very nifty. 10 out of 10 if I dare say so myself. Oh, really? I hate that for you, Taro. I'm glad they weren't broke. Alright, so we did get the meow thrower. Let's see what it actually looks like, because I've never been able to use one before. Alright, meow thrower, what are you doing? Oh, that is amazing. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but the meows, it's pretty great. Oh no, I'm definitely gonna keep it, but it builds into something better. That is so fun. I love that. I mean, it's not going to, but in instances where I don't need an extremely strong weapon, I can definitely just be like, oh, that's too good. All right, so let's make a platform slightly longer so my farm doesn't get interrupted by the wall of flesh. Alright, so do I have more platform or is this empty? It is empty. Not ideal. I guess we'll just break down some walls and we'll be okay. Because we can do that. Alright. I do need to make some room real quick. We can throw it away, it doesn't build into anything. But I'm glad you woke from your nightmare and your headphones are not broke. I had my headphones almost break again, and then I did like, I forget what I did, but it worked and now I don't have to get new headphones. Alright, we're gonna make this platform just somewhat longer so it doesn't get in the way of my chlorophyte. I honestly thought I had more damage and it would just die relatively quick, and it didn't die as fast. I also like that the meows are in different octaves, so that's a nice touch. Oh, the claymore. Okay, let's make room. I guess I'll just grab this. Grab that. It does build into something, so that's why we wanted it. I think I like that one more instead of the higher pitched one. Yeah, The lower pitch one is definitely better. All right, so let's see. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's see if the guide has respawned yet. Because, yeah, you have to throw a voodoo doll of the guide to allow the wall of flesh to spawn. And if the guide doesn't spawn again, then that means I don't have a house for him. So that's going to be an issue. All right, let's see. Not ideal. Yeah, he hasn't shown up yet, so it's wholly possible that I just don't have room for him somewhere. Let's see if we can address that real quick. I'm gonna skip time forward and see if he shows up. All right. Right, the demon conch, so we can get to... I mean, we could also try to find the shimmer, and then that way we wouldn't have to constantly fight the wall of flesh. But I don't know where the shimmer is, so that's why I haven't gone to do that yet. Oh, it's already on my... Yep, okay. Ah, trolled myself. Maybe he's alive and I just happen to miss him. I'd be fine with that too. Nope. So we have to wait for him to respawn. Unpleasant. This will take a minute. And I'm not sure... Okay, so if that's the case... Oh, there he is. Thank you, Wilbur. Much appreciated. I was kind of hoping, like, as soon as the wall of flesh died, he would just instantly spawn. Alright, so... Oopsie doopsies. Here's hoping we get the Ranger emblem relatively quickly, instead of it taking, like, 10 IRL minutes. I need more damage, so I'm gonna have to use my other flamethrower. The non-meowing variety, sadly. Oh boy, we got stuck. Alright, nice. Did we get it though? We did. It only took 2 tries. Hell yeah. Very, very... Oh, now the guide instantly shows up. Well, that's fine, I guess. Okay. Hold on to the corruption key. Get rid of Firecracker, because I'm not a summoner. Get rid of the Demonite. I want to see what this looks like. The rogue does have some pretty neat, like, throwing weapons, but I never actually play a rogue. Let's see. Huh. So you just chuck a barrel and it explodes. It's like Donkey Kong. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, probably not enough to use it, but I do like throwing things that explode in video games. I was kind of hoping I could charge up the barrel, but it did not work that way. Alright, so I think I do have all the things needed to make the next one. Yes, Deadshot Brooch. That does build into something else later, which is fine. Huh, okay. Huh. Barrels. I swapped off the Meowitzer because I need... No. I needed a weapon that would kill the wall flesh quickly. And then I never bothered using rogue weapons, so I wanted to see what the blast barrel was like. But I will make a point to reforge the Meow Thrower into a better version. Also, Havoc's Breath, 117 base damage. It's almost 3 times stronger than the Meow Thrower, so I will try to use the Meow Thrower, but it is objectively not strong. So that is something to consider. Also, it does build into something, but I don't think it keeps the cats, which is the only reason why I'd be using it. Alright, so 45, that is better, but it's not amazing. Alright, there we go. No, you're right. I don't understand. Well, Taro, stats absolutely matter, but I can concede that the meows are funny. So I'm gonna always have it in my inventory, and if I'm not trying to kill a boss, I'll likely mess around with it. But we did get the thing I needed, which is important. So now we can clean up the inventory a bit. All right, let's see. We are gonna need to get more ectoplasm as well. So yes, bosses have armor, and that is why I use the, okay, so as you can see, weapons do have base damage. And bosses have armor. So something like the mini shark, when you get it, I think it starts off at like 5 damage or so. So since things that are like percent damage, it scales off your base. 12% of 5 is a bit shit. But if you can get 5 flat armor removed from a boss, or 10 flat armor removed from a boss, it's good. So that's why things like the shark tooth necklace and then the sand shark tooth necklace are really good. Also, the sand shark tooth necklace becomes the reaper shark. Right here. There you go. Armor pen by a flat 10. No, I definitely cannot run Meowitzer all the time, because it's only going to do 45 damage. Slow speed is an issue, and then the upgrade does lose the cat. I mean, yes, but Calamity is already a challenge. Whereas Megalodon is 59 ranged attack with insanely fast speed. So the damage output it's an obscenely large gap. All right, but yeah, as I said, let's clean up the inventory a bit. These are flowers, so we can put those away. I know, right? Like, the run realistically wouldn't start until you get Meow Thrower. And then once you do, it would basically be how far can you get with only the Meow Thrower? Yeah. Alright. Brain and words. But I am glad that you enjoyed the Meow Thrower. I do like it as a gimmicky weapon, and it's not going to be terrible. In fact, a lot of the things in Calamity are chock full of references. For example, you have the Pwn Hammer, and then you can upgrade that into the, like, Pwnage Hammer, and then that upgrades into something else. Okay, so we did put those away. We have a tax collector NPC, and he naturally spawns in hell, so that's pretty funny and lore accurate. Okay. Now, you can also have bunny cannons that shoot bunnies with dynamite. I haven't messed around with it, but I do know it's a thing. There's also a piranha gun that shoots piranhas, and then you can upgrade it into the Barracuda cannon. It's probably Barra cannon, and then it does basically a better version of the piranha gun. The only downside is you have to have it equipped to keep it active. So basically, if you need to be doing a lot of kiting, just swap over to the Barracuda gun and get free damage. The inventory Tetris, I definitely don't love it, but there's a price to be paid for having not good organizational skills. And in a new world, I'll have magic storage from the jump, so it won't be as bad when it comes to actually getting the things I need in the places they're supposed to be. I'm gonna snooze this ad. We'll look at some more Palace Cats and we're gonna find someone to raid. So we did beat Anahita and Leviathan. We did some exploring in the Abyss. Tomorrow I'm gonna do more exploring in the Abyss. And we're gonna take on, I think, Ostrom Deus. He's a boss in what's called Astral Infection, which is like cosmic horror-y alien shit. And then it'll probably be Moonlord after, or, well, it'll be Lunatic Cultists and then it'll be Moonlord. Enjoy your... I mean, maybe. But do enjoy your snooze, Taro. I often don't sleep well, so I wholly appreciate the value of being able to get qualitative rest by virtue of not having it. We don't need all those. I can stick to having one. Same thing with the metal detector. Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's just throw a few more of these things away because they are redundant. All right. No. No. Piggy bank. All right, very good. I would say we made some quite good progress today, and I love that for us. So one last video, Palace Cats, and then we're gonna find someone to raid. VOD friends, lurkers, everyone who decided to stop by live. Taro, RJ, Yumi. Thank you everyone who decided to do so. I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday into Thursday, and that things go as well as they can. We are gonna get through this, and it is gonna be okay. I think I know which one I want to go with. There's several. And that was sadly from when Kara was still alive. She was the female palace cat at the Big Cat Sanctuary in the UK. She passed away, and then her husband passed away shortly after. I fucking hate it, especially because they didn't go on to produce any palace cats. But you can't win them all, you know? And they're in heaven, living their best life in the great step in the sky. So that's how I'm coping. This is Wild Manul from China. Absolutely adorable. Nice. I see what you're doing. Maybe I'll write it down, and maybe at some point I will do a world where I spawn in Meowthrower and I am forced to go as far as I can with only Meowthrower as my weapon. Let's look at like one or two more. This is Grusha's brother Iris. He's one of the Flower 5. He's got a nice little box to do some scritches on. And then he also has a nice little blanket that he likes to feel good on, rub his face on, etc. It's hard work being a cat, I imagine. Super serious business. Oh, the blanket's not in this one. The blanket was in a different one. Feels bad. I could have sworn it was this one. And then this is gonna be Nar and Az before the kittens were born. The one doing the licking, that's Az. Where's my nearest? I'm not gonna dox myself, but the closest one is at least like 4 hours away, if not more. It's not great because that's 4 hours one way, so it's an 8-hour trip. And then the one being licked is Nar. He's got such a dirty head. This is from Kumanon Naoki on probably social media. Beautiful palace cats. And now that the kittens are growed up, Nar and Az will probably be, to my knowledge, there is not secretly one closer. But then again, that's part of it, right? Secretly? If I know, it's not a secret. But yeah, Az is very precious. Nar has permanent sad boy hours on his face. And I love them. And I hope you all can love them too. Truly some of God's finest creatures. Yes, but actual palace cats. Alright. Let's find someone to raid. Send them some love. No one playing Terraria, but I can probably find someone. Ideally, they're playing Calamity. That way, it's like an easy overlap. Alright, or not. Well, here's someone playing Stardew Valley, so I guess that's something, right? I think I may have played Stardew Valley, but I never really got into it. Sorry. Go ahead, Tara, what? Yes. Yes, there are. There are like 50 people on Terraria. But ideally, I'm looking for people that were also playing Calamity. Okay, I did find someone. Let's see if they... Yeah. Have to make sure they're actually live as well. Alright, that works. Alright, we did find someone to raid. Let's send them some love. We'll be back tomorrow. For anyone who doesn't know, I stream... I stream Terraria for the past week, and then the next week, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. Then we're going to be back on Radical Red Mono Ground, which is a difficulty ROM hack of Fire Red. I will see you all shortly. Thank you for being here. Have a good rest of your day, and take care.
Hello? Thank you for the raid. Hi guys, welcome in. The Calamity's going good. I'm building these platforms.